I'm calling to
Recording in progress.
calling to order the July 2nd, 2024 meeting of the Town of Ulysses Planning Board. So we'll do a roll call for the record.
Bart Gregg.
Linda Little, Chair.
Mo Klein.
All right, our agenda for tonight is one project, the Woodring New Accessory Structure Sketch Plan. Then we'll cover board member training, potential code amendments. And any board member reports. Any more additions to the agenda? Okay, a motion to accept.
Yeah. Second.
You two are gonna have to.
Aye.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
For the minutes tonight, we have two sets of minutes. The first to approve, the first one is the June 4th minutes. Hopefully you all had a chance to read those.
See.
One thing I didn't notice, Molly, was that we were gonna add a sentence on under the first paragraph of the old business about asking Crystal Buck to. Or did you put it
The
somewhere?
update wasn't uploaded to the website, but it's in the.
Okay, great.
Yeah, I forgot to read.
Okay. That's fine, as long as it's there. I was surprised it wasn't, because I know we talked about it, so. All right, then do we have a motion to accept the June 4th minutes?
I make the motion. I so whatever.
That sounds good. Mo, do you second?
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Yes.
All right, all in favor?
That's that one.
Uh, June 18th. Are there any corrections to those minutes? I have one change in the first paragraph under old business. There was a discussion, I was making a discussion about the easement, the ag easement. And there's a sentence saying, but couldn't imagine doing it personally. I think we should take that out because the rest of it sort of explains. It wasn't without the context. That's not what I meant. I meant that it's because of the rest is explained in the sentence after that. And I think that would be, so if we could just take out that part. Okay. And then one other thing, can we generalize the very last section and just say, rather than all the detail, just say we had a discussion about improving communication with town. In general,
Last section,
where we had a bunch of, we were throwing out ideas
the
about,
last page.
let me, hold on a second, tell you. It's just before the motion to adjourn, that last paragraph, it starts with Little suggested having a planning board rep. And then Bog stated that he thought the ag district decision was done deal. Just change that whole paragraph to one statement saying that the board had a discussion about options for improving communication with the town. Everybody okay with that? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let me guess, you want a motion?
Yes.
It's my turn.
It's your turn.
I'll make a motion with the corrections or the
Thank you. Thank you.
second. The amendment.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Thank you for moving right along. Privilege of the floor. We don't have anyone online and you're here and I know you're here for the project. So I think we can pass over privilege of the floor tonight.
I'll make a motion to pass Second. over.
All in favor?
Aye.
Great. Then we're moving on. Mark, it's yours. Okay, so the applicant, Mark Martinek, on behalf of the property owners, Jeff and Nicole Woodring, proposes to construct a new deck and walkway adjacent to an existing dwelling unit and concrete patio. Per code, accessory buildings are permitted, which the patio is, in the lakeshore zone, subject to, but requires a site plan review within the slope overlay district. So what we need to do tonight is conduct the final site plan review and consider approving the project.
Okay.
So you sent us some additional materials. Did you
Yep.
talk about them?
I
Well,
had,
yeah.
TG Miller provide an overlay topographical map as well.
Look
That
good.
was the only thing I was asked to provide other than what I had already, so that's
Right.
been provided and. And we're all set.
Okay. Board, any questions or thoughts?
We'll see in a minute. Just waiting for it to warm up.
The topographic shows, but steep, that was good.
Mhm.
Shows.
It does show,
It's
yeah,
pretty steep
steep.
slope.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you can see that just pulling into the,
Yes, you can.
yeah.
You didn't find where that drain
Never
went?
did,
No.
the owner was up last week and he ran it for over an hour and he scoped the site and still cannot find.
Couldn't
it.
find that drain. It has to, probably goes to a dry
That's
well or
why- that's
something.
our only guess. It goes to a dry well that
Okay,
is evidently very good and, deep, so
Yeah.
we're just not filling it up yet.
okay, so no water runoff will be going into the lake?
No.
anywhere that you can see. Okay,
You don't think there will be?
I don't think there has been, I mean, and when off that hill, it goes right into the back of the retaining wall of the other house at the bottom, and when you walk around it, nothing. Seems like I don't see any erosion anywhere, so I think it's being soaked in as it hits that retaining wall.
Okay,
I don't think it gets to the lake.
I don't think it gets to the lake either, but I'm just worried about, I'm still worried a little bit about the erosion and on that path. That's just,
Right. I do.
Okay.
I mean, I remember last meeting, you asked me to, make sure the owners watch it after we
Yeah.
build what we do, just to make sure
Right.
that if there is an issue, we need to attend to.
Yeah.
Yes.
okay,
yeah, that would be my concern also, is the runoff.
Okay.
Things here. They don't own both of those houses, just house number 4?
Oh, yeah, well,
Then 4 and 61.
Yeah, that's what I meant. They don't own 3.
No,
No, okay. It doesn't look like there would be an area for any water to go down to 3.
right. Are we good? All right.
I just want to look at one
Okay.
thing. I want to let you know. Well, I don't have any more questions. I was just looking at the whole thing again, but no, I don't have any more questions.
Okay. So we're ready for a resolution?
Mhm.
Okay. So we have the resolution. Did you also get a chance to see it? Read
Yes.
the resolution?
Yeah.
before?
Yeah,
Okay.
and I got it before, yes.
Okay, so. Now therefore, the planning board resolves the following, that the planning board hereby grant site plan approval for the proposed site plan as described above. And as shown on the site plan noted above, subject to the following conditions. Conditions are: 1, temporary erosion and sedimentation control measures for construction activity must be operational prior to commencement of any clearing or earthwork. 2, any grading fill on this site shall be done so as to not impact the surrounding properties. And 3, all exposed ground must be reseeded within 30 days of the completion of construction. If reseeding is not practical due to weather or seasonal constraints, the ground must be covered with mulch. Motion to accept the resolution.
Move. Accept that resolution.
Yeah, it's your turn and I'll second.
Okay, any discussion further? You okay with the conditions?
Mhm.
All right, shall we vote? All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, the motion is, the resolution is approved and the site plan is accepted.
Sounds good. Thank you. Thank you
Yeah.
very much.
Thank you.
Then,
So I'll touch base with you tomorrow.
I figure let me know what's good next.
Okay.
I appreciate that.
all right. So then moving on to the agenda, just in time, Michael. We'll talk, you didn't have a privilege of the floor, so does anybody have any information about training? Have they?
Oh, we did you get the certificate in
Yes.
the mails? I got mine
Yes.
too, right, so we have certificates now, I don't know, you want them?
We
The ones I'm thinking of, Blixie forwarded me copies, so.
Okay, so,
I've got
okay,
them.
so that's all set.
Yep.
Okay,
And then what was the next one? There was 2 that we went to, wasn't it?
Did you have some?
One was up in Waterloo.
yeah, the one,
Just
that was the
curious as to where
water.
I stand this year's training, since I completed mine late December.
Annual basis, so if you
Oh.
did more than 4, they can carry over,
Yeah,
but if you had less than 4, then you need to do 4 each year.
it was the
I mean, I did
wetlands.
to be exactly full.
We can check the records.
Okay.
No, no,
Yeah.
no, online,
Okay.
remember? We did the wetlands
Oh,
online.
Right.
That was another app.
That's another-
So I don't know what we have to do with that one.
With what, the wetlands?
Yeah,
wetlands one. Did you do that one too, Bart?
No, I haven't done it.
No.
but you did.
Yeah, I
And I
did.
saw your name,
Yeah, I
so
saw
you
it.
saw my name, so,
We vouch for each other.
right. So that was another one.
And then the other one I did was the easement. And I plan on going to the site plans part of the easement too, just to see what it's about.
Hmm.
In case folks, somebody decides to want to do something like that. That would be important for us to know.
Yeah.
And it would be nice to be able to encourage people to do it.
Hmm.
And if we want to maintain agriculture in the area, it's one way of doing it. Okay. So the next topic then is code enforcement. Or code. So y'all saw my message about DD8
Mhm.
not getting approved.
Mhm.
So I guess that's gonna come up now at the next board meeting, if they get the information. So they'll get the information from the county,
Mhm.
approval from the county, and then they'll be able to pass it. Then it comes back to us, right?
Yep.
So we'll want to do the hearing on our next board meeting. Okay.
And they should, because the county came back submitted comments saying that there was no impact, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they should be good to go.
Okay.
So we have to make a motion to have a
Yeah.
meeting for Moore's Marina on the next meeting,
Public hearing.
public hearing,
Hearing,
public
yeah.
hearing on the next meeting, which would be
It's
July
Hasn't been sent back to you yet, though.
On the 16th,
13th,
16th.
16th.
Yeah, we're doing it in anticipation.
Yeah,
That it
and
will-
us sending. it
Say,
back.
right.
Okay,
exactly,
so that's the
Yeah,
motion,
good.
July 16th.
Pending receipt from
From the town
the
board.
town board. We have received. We received it back from the town.
Yet. So it's just a clause, right?
I second.
Because it didn't happen this time because they didn't send it back.
I know, but we did it last time
I
and we have to do it again.
But
this
I
time.
tried to get them to just send it back so we could do the hearing, even if they wanted,
Yeah, because by now Moore's is probably really upset.
but they didn't understand what I was talking about,
Mm.
so. I gave up.
Okay, so is that okay that we made a motion to have a public hearing on the next
On the
one?
next meeting pending the return of
What do you
the
need, one,
project.
you need 1 week? Deals? For the notice,
Yeah, that's enough.
Yeah.
is it 7 days,
5.
5 days?
And Mark, you
Yes,
seconded
I
it?
You seconded.
So it's the county, then us, when they send it back to you, and it's Neil's has to have its 5 days. So that's what the
Right,
sequence is.
But he'll have 5 days after the town board meeting,
Yeah.
so he'll have 7 days. Really, so
That's enough time.
that's enough time.
Okay,
Second, do we have a second?
yes, yes. second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. And then we'll be able to, so that will be on our agenda.
Right.
Okay, good.
see,
All right. Any other discussions
On
on
codes,
codes? Yeah.
yeah, a lot of them have to be redone.
So
Some of them are out of date.
do we want to do, well, okay,
That's the question. Do we do it?
or does
Does the town board do it?
request that it be done? Yeah, what do you think?
Me?
Yeah,
Well, there's several, like, one of the ones that comes to mind is like the sign Jacksonville,
right,
right,
that says 80%. Right,
okay,
doesn't specify a height. Specifies 80% of the width,
Hmm,
right?
yeah,
And so you go, okay, was that our intent? And so it's things like that to go, have Niels bring it to you and say, this is how. This is how the fine print reads, right? Is that what we intended?
mhm.
Because as you guys see, you go, oh, no, we can't do that. And then when you really read it, you go, oh,
Well, that's what I meant. Some of them are out of date because,
well, this isn't necessarily out of date, but this
but it
is.
has to be written so everybody can understand it.
right. So
Well-
there's two issues here. Yours where it's not understandable and his
Well, then-
where I understand, if I want to play their game.
Right.
I have a 3-story building, I can make that banner as tall as 3
Right,
stories,
exactly,
as long as it's
exactly.
less than 80% wide of the width of the building.
yeah.
Right. So that's why we really have to rewrite some of those because they are.
Well, so that is one that's like, if that wasn't our intent, there's an omission, right?
Right.
What I consider out of date is the development districts, right?
Yeah,
So you say, okay, here's DD8, right? Okay, that's, I'll say, it's on its way to being modified, right?
Mhm.
So you go, okay, is that something we want to take on, right? Because I don't want to just say load it on you guys, because it loads on Niels as well. I
Right.
don't know what his bandwidth is, right?
Thanks, God.
Right, so he's got,
Huge.
yeah, exactly, so
Right.
I'm, he's not sitting there just waiting for somebody to give him some work, right?
He's not.
No,
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought that's what he
He's got a
does.
zoning update to do, right?
yeah,
And so,
Will your thumbs.
yeah, and so as you guys are talking, say,
Mhm.
is a sign something we could take on because it's a discussion in a couple of meetings, right? Or is a development district more than we can handle there, right? If we pick one of them. So
right.
to do,
That's kind of,
yeah, and,
there's things out there, it would be just kind of, I would like to see kind of,
right,
as a standing agenda item.
well,
And
Well-
as things like you get a light meeting like tonight, oh, maybe we can start to discuss.
Well, then,
One of them that's already on our tentative list is when Carl gets back is talking about the water. The
Streams.
streams,
Yeah, and
Yeah.
that's a pretty weighty one, you know.
yeah, it is a real weighty one,
Yeah.
yeah, and
but
especially with the DEC changing the
Yeah.
rules around it, yeah.
the way probably it should be done is the town board would say, okay, let the planning board look at the signs. Or look at this, or look at that, and then you would just tell us, and then we would discuss it. Give our recommendation, send it back to you, instead of us saying, oh, we're gonna do all 4 of them or all 5 of them, just pick one that you think is important.
Well, I
And-
would like maybe make say a list. And,
Right.
You know, maybe make it, it's like a plan.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
Right,
Yeah,
and then,
okay.
okay, and we're halfway through the year now, but 2024, we're gonna start to look at these, right?
right,
And,
Right.
You know, the ones you don't get, then maybe we discuss in early 25. Oh, you know,
right,
and we all kind of look at each other, you know, say, planning board and
right,
town board,
right.
say, yeah, we want them to work on these things, that's
Hmm.
okay.
Well,
I-
would a simple one be just to make, well, I mean, there's the water one, the stream, what maps do we use?
well,
The other one is, what can we take what the work that Niels did for DD8 and see if it applies to any of the other districts? Like, should we be, for all the districts, have them modify the code
Right.
so that it comes back to us?
the one that you're talking about, water.
Yeah.
The streams, that one is, since there's not gonna be any more maps made,
Yeah.
that's gonna be extremely difficult to do. So we might just have to rely on what Tompkins County and what the state has.
Yeah.
Um,
And let it go with
this-
that.
yeah,
Well,
I mean, it's either
well,
that or you're gonna drive around and look at each one of them, which is,
But with the DEC change, that means though, then. If we suspect that there is an intermittent stream that's not on those maps, we have to have the delineation.
well, that, I think you'll have to just wait until somebody comes in and says, I wanna build a house here. And
Yeah.
there is a stream, and then we will have to go through it, but to go through all the streams in the town.
No, I agree. Yeah, right, but we have to say that that's the way it'll be done,
Right.
yeah,
I think we
Yeah.
might have to actually put that in writing somewhere, maybe on a,
Is
yeah,
Rebecca still on the,
the water committee, she's on the water.
keep going, zoning update, comprehensive plan committee?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
yeah,
Cause I had some information that we were gonna get together and go over, but both of us had to wait till the end of the semester.
hmm,
We had a couple things, alumni weekend and stuff, and then, you know, rest of,
it's real crazy then.
yeah, the end of June, so I
Yeah.
might be able to still discuss some of
Yeah.
it with them.
Okay,
So so to me, that's a
Yeah.
complicated one.
oh, yeah, it is, right,
I don't know if you guys have seen any others in your, you know, like tonight, you've got a review that you think ought to, you know, maybe be tightened up. So what I'm thinking, maybe over the next, say, 2 weeks, I can, you know, send some ideas that I have in meals.
yeah,
You know,
Yeah.
and then-
Sure, yeah, and we
but
can start
again,
keeping it
I have to
running.
rely on you guys
Yeah.
to say, no, that's too much, or, you know,
Yeah.
right?
Right,
I think we're adding too much complexity to this.
That's a law, though.
Sir,
Yeah.
They're laws, you know.
I understand that.
Yeah.
I'm just saying to the process. I mean,
Oh.
we know about the flag thing. Why don't we just deal with the flag? Instead of, let's put it on a list and wait 2 weeks for them to
You-
deal with the
Oh.
list and they come back. Why don't we just deal with it?
Are you talking about a flag lot?
No, the flag, the banner, the sign.
Oh, the
the
banner,
sign, the sign.
Oh.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
say,
the sign.
okay, we're aware of this. This is what we recommend, send it up to the town.
well, yes,
Okay,
no, I
as
agree with you on
opposed
that,
to Waiting for them to get it by hearsay and, I mean,
Yeah, we just want to make sure that it wouldn't step on anybody's toes. if we do that.
yeah.
Yeah.
That unfortunately, it's political, so you have to go by the steps. There is
Or
also,
we could spend the effort and it would not go anywhere. Like,
There-
that's never happened to us
Yeah.
before.
the only other one is also, I don't know, if you've discussed the noise ordinance in town.
That's come up several times.
Well,
It
because,
flourished and then died many times.
because now I heard that,
It'll come up again because grassroots is here.
well, no, it's gonna come up very soon because the inn is now having Tuesday night band night,
Oh, no.
and fireworks. And, I mean, I live in that area and everybody in that area is,
They're all, yep.
right, exactly. Well, the fireworks, I mean, if I go to bed, all of a sudden, it sounds like World War III is going off. And I'm pretty far away. I can't even imagine the people that live down in that area. So that was another one that is probably,
Okay, so we've got noise. Okay, signs.
Yeah, because over on Waterberg, near where I live,
oh, really?
there are some people that just let go and poor animals. I mean.
Oh, yeah, I
cats
know.
and the dogs. Just
Oh, yeah, they're howling away.
are living under the beds.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, Niels. What was-
Alright,
But the
I get it.
that, when that came up the last time,
Yeah.
at the town board level,
Yeah.
it kind of died because it's all about enforcement. How are you gonna enforce it? Yeah.
Well-
and that's what, yeah.
well,
Too.
no, I understand that, but you have to do
Make a
something.
commitment to it,
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to do something, because I mean, how would you like to live in an
Oh,
area
yeah.
where all you hear is music at night and then fireworks?
Right.
And that's gonna be now on Tuesday and over the weekends.
Oh, I agree wholeheartedly, but
I mean, there is a limit to the noise that you can make.
yeah. But they swear. It's under the decibel.
I can hear it at my house
I
and
know.
I am pretty far away from it.
I know.
So I have a question about the decibel limit. Is it dBA scale and is it continuous or is it percussive? There's a difference.
I know there
Yeah,
is, yes, there is a difference.
yeah,
Yes, there is
that
a
came up
difference.
Did it?
last time.
Yeah, okay.
Somebody was saying that the percussive was referring to that. We didn't know what they were talking about, but.
In a lot of
That-
the ordinances that towns have written in the area about noise, one of them is the bass.
Yeah.
If you can hear the bass,
Yeah,
then that's too loud. And you have to be within, I can't remember how many feet they said. Oh, I think they go by the border. I think that a lot of towns say at the border. So if you're standing at the person's border and the decibel is more than whatever I can't remember, because I
Yeah.
looked them up.
Right.
Then it's too loud.
Right.
So the only way to enforce it is somebody has to go
Somebody
down
say
with the decibel
border.
meter and stand there and go, it's too loud. But then how do you shut it down?
right.
You have to have somebody who's in authority there. The police are not gonna come. Well, they might if you call them, but,
Yeah,
and I know the people down there have called many times.
Yeah.
So that was just another one.
No, you're right. You're right. Because then, okay, can I see the meter that you used? Do you have documentation that it was calibrated within whatever the
Exactly.
timeframe is? I'm from a safety background. I know these things, right?
Yeah.
I know exactly how that works and it's just such a,
yeah.
that's a tough one to have to enforce. But the thing is, I think that having something in place in case it really does get out. of
Exactly.
hand, then you at least have some,
Yeah, right now we really don't have, I mean, yes, we do, but not really enforceable, where a lot of towns now put fines on top of it. Or, well, what a lot of towns do now is you have to, every time that there's gonna be any type of entertainment, you have to get a permit.
right,
And
Yeah.
if you
And that would be-
violate that permit, you don't get another, one,
right.
and that's the end of it.
I'm assuming the permit had engages or notification to the neighbors, hey, we're gonna have a party.
Right, yes,
Right.
yeah, they have to notify everybody we're having a party and whatever and
Yeah.
that type of stuff. And the permit doesn't cost anything, they don't charge for a permit,
Right,
but if you violate the permit, you don't get another one.
you're gonna have to hire somebody to help you, man. These permits.
That-
And the decibel.
Right,
and the
right back
decibel.
here. Where Molly is the
One
one,
Molly's like, excuse me.
I know.
Yeah.
yeah,
Then you
Don't look
could
at
get an
me.
Electric car to go out and
Yeah,
Yeah.
all right, so,
Yeah.
So I have signs, noise and water maps.
Yeah,
Okay,
That's probably good enough for them, right?
yeah.
yeah,
Right.
yeah, we can discuss those.
Okay, so what I'll do is I'll bring it up Tuesday night.
And I don't lose the the development district.
Okay, just
you know,
as
planning.
generic.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
just
mean-
put it as generic,
Okay,
but I was thinking just the easy call. might
because the
be to
DDs,
Modify it.
we could kind of discuss here, we could just go through each one and say, okay, this one, leave it alone.
Mm,
Oh, this one, you know,
Mhm,
we should look into this one.
Yeah.
mhm.
Kind of go down on this there.
Yeah,
and
okay.
I think the sign one should be easy enough. I mean, if you've ever looked at the sign ordinance, it's like, I don't know how many pages, 30 pages long. Which I don't really understand why it's that long. Oh,
There
you've
was
never
a-
read through them? Oh, it's a long one.
There's a lot of examples.
Yeah.
There
yeah.
was a lot of discussion about signage in the zoning.
Yeah.
I know.
Mike and I were
I-
there.
Yeah,
I
we were
think it
there.
could be sort of simplified a little bit instead of all those pages, and that's the longest ordinance we have.
Well,
It's
it's
just on
actually, yeah,
signs.
because Linda and I know how long we spent on it.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at the Jacksonville thing, you're like.
Oh, after all
Yeah.
this.
Oh.
Right, right.
I was on that, oh my god.
You know, what I thought about it, like today when I came by the Jackson, I was looking at the Jacksonville sign.
Yeah,
And I was like, how do you distinguish between that and artwork that goes on buildings, on the sides of buildings?
Oh, maybe we should look at it, see,
And consider
because there's a
that,
lot of artwork down in Ithaca.
I know, cause I was cleaning up with our tractor barn
Yeah.
Mm.
today and it's all this concrete and I was like, boy, somebody should put some art on this.
Yeah.
But then I thought of the sign,
You see
does
it?
that get into it?
I'm
Yeah.
trying to find it, I just,
But that's an interesting question because it could easily, a sign could easily be camouflaged as artwork too,
Oh, there's not what the definition is.
right? I mean, what if it's a very attractive artsy sign?
But it doesn't matter if
Do we
it's a
want
commercial
this?
sign, if it's a commercial business, then that's
That
not
you
art.
can't.
No,
right.
It's never. Hmm.
art is one thing.
Okay. Good discussion, okay. Any other board comments?
I don't have any.
Okay,
I think it's we're,
the big one was DDA being not approved, so,
yeah, we're,
yeah,
I think we're canceling our second August meeting.
Oh,
So we talked about doing, if
Okay.
we've got any business, we were gonna call us, but I felt like we need to do it.
yeah. Do you think there's anybody in the offing for additional planning board members?
I have not heard of any.
Any?
Carissa just put it out in the newsletter, which you guys probably get as well.
Yeah. Okay.
So
So.
if you guys want to table out the sure save or something, you know.
Oh, that's enough. for-
did you find it, Bart?
No, sir, do you know where it is?
Yes,
Can
it's
you send me-
212, 122. That's where it starts. And then it goes on for a while.
It's nighttime reading.
Yeah.
Yeah.
there is. Get a chat to read it and listen to it.
See,
as
that's
you fall
10
asleep.
pages. That's 15 pages. And it keeps going, it's like 20 pages now. Oh, they even have a Burger King sign up. We don't have them. Okay, the one other thing, not the, done with the codes?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so I would like to talk about Labor Day, the Tuesday after. Because most of us might not be here and that would, and since there's only 4 to
Yeah.
begin with. I would like to just cancel that particular meeting. That would be whatever the date is.
Those calendars on there.
September 3rd,
What is it?
The 3rd?
September 3rd.
Yeah, so I would like to cancel the meeting on September 3rd. Just because it's that close to.
Yeah.
Labor Day.
I'll-
I move.
Okay.
Second. All in favor?
Aye. Okay,
Okay. And then. I'll do the last motion.
Oh, let me see, what's the last motion again? Oh, to adjourn? Is that the one? Okay,
It's your turn.
I make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right, guys.